Yes, my people. You know, our energy is high. FPL is back. We go say WTF because don't talk some words over TV. So right now we don't come again. This now Football Republic and this now Fantasy Premier League with the Republicans. And I did here with my man, the one and only Olamide is here.
How you doing?
Just like the first day of the year. Now one of the best rap line then be that.
Man,
but then we don't move on.
man.
Now let's move on to Football Republic and we'll talk about waiting goes Shelley. Last weekend, we'll talk about last week. I mean the last Premier League week.
Yeah.
Week 30.
Before
Now one of the shittiest week I don't ever get for my life. I forget to change my team. I don't do anything.
Yo.
Like I did too busy. I don't change my team. And the only person who did my team now Jimenez and I'm my captain. So in game minus 2 points. So how your own week did go?
My week wasn't any different because I don't play my free hit already, and many of my players, like 4 of my players, been no even fee. I've been no fee change them because I know I go lose too many points. So what's the point? But then I've been get Hurricane, I guess Son. So those ones help me cover. You know, Hurricane, my captain, he helped me cover some kind deficit for the ones so far.
You are lucky, man. Because man, I never feel open the app or anything near. Not only by tomorrow when I start to change my team, then I'll go back to Ram. But right now I'm crying. I'm in pain, in severe pain. But I'm only people who perform well this past game week 30. The biggest performer for me, now Son Heung-min. 2 goals. After I takes him.
Some was on fire, man. I mean, if you point to any of the two, you know, Heung-min Son and Kane been to get to assist, and it was instrumental throughout the game. And you know, Son, those 2 clinical goals when you take, man, you know, see, normal, he go always perform. And in practicing even against West Ham, we would say it would be tough because West Ham always give them tough time. But some of the guy find a way to pop, man. Very happy then. MB definitely stand-up performer for this game week, that last game week.
And that person, the Arsenal players, the Arsenal keep clean sheet, then win 1-0 and then keep clean sheet. Saka, Starboy, he score again.
I mean, for the Arsenal game, I don't even expect. I didn't say, of course, he could concede because of how good Aston Villa did, you know, attacking wise. But for them to keep clean sheet, get 1 goal, and Saka just getting that winner, it's a good one. And for people who get Arsenal defenders for their, even though you know, people will get Ramsdale, we know if you use Ramsdale because Ramsdale's out injured. Yeah, but the people who get Ben White, definitely, one of them be the biggest winners last week.
For 4.3, Luke Ayling score. And he almost do assist, but they no count down for him assist. You know, the ricochet plenty, but the ball can finally enter. Luke Ayling 13 points for 4.3. That's very huge bargain.
And congrats to your owners because I'm sure say definitely no many people now get Luke Ayling. Give me say Leeds they always collect. Well, for him to pop up and score, man, good one for your owners.
You know, say now this now that weekend we only 4 games now in play that weekend, and also people will use their free hits. Now you go select out of the team people they play. So to bring in Luke Ayling, no brainer there. I still hate the weekend. That week 30. No. Terrible week. I hope it never happens to anybody. It no go happen to me again. So we'll move on now from people who play well to this game week 31. You get some fixtures. We say these fixtures, man, now no brainer to not bring in players for the teams. But then one of the people, before we move forward, one of the people most people get, but then no go play for this game. Yeah. Fit no play for this game now. Trent Arnold. High take this Liverpool they play Watford and Arnold no go play.
I mean, for your owners, I just keep him for bench because if you know likely saying go play. I mean, there are other options in the team where if you even decide you want to switch to the other left back, which is Robertson they don't pick for me. He has 10 assists this season too. So let me say inside the slack for that aspect. Now one of the another option for you if you want to stick under Liverpool player for defense.
Everton, I want team we get double game this week. He said shake your head because Everton the worst run of form ever. But then they play West Ham and Burnley. I mean, both games now away though. But still, any need to bring in any Everton.
Their last game against Newcastle, they won it very late. It will be.
Yeah.
But looking at the game where they come, West Ham and Burnley, I'm giving the form where Everton did. Who you won't even put safe, to be honest. Definitely.
Richarlison, Coleman.
I beg. Just leave Everton. Advise they just leave Everton. Maybe they just do their own.
Advice to leave Everton on their own, but they might regret on the comeback. He was injured, he's back again.
Back, so yes. So probably he go start the pick, but maybe just calm down, see how to go be first, so you go decide.
Arsenal, they play Crystal Palace away, London derby. How you take things? Say these fixtures go pan out. You know, say Vieira again. The last time Arsenal not to find Amrosi again, Vieira. How they will take Sam?
Okay, for us now, they don't win like 6 of their last 7 matches. They don't keep like 13 clean sheets this season. So they hot. Do you wonder if this is where their luck runs out, because the day away to Crystal Palace, Man City's go Crystal Palace like 2 weeks ago, and they found it very difficult. So given that, and again, we don't forget that those after international breaks, I did fear after international break.
Games after international break, they're very, very tricky.
They're very, very tricky. But for us now, it feels like we're in that derby, in a London derby, it could be a very close one. So I think it's safer if you go for their defenders, probably Ben White again, and just make sure you keep him for the team. I don't know if Ramsey will be back for this game.
No. I'm not sure he's down back.
Just keep it to Ben White. I think it's safer, because definitely I expect low goals. As not they score much these days. They just make sure they try with their defense. And just make sure you say if you go pick any Arsenal defender, Arsenal player, it go be from their defense.
And keep in mind, say Arsenal get top 4 as motivation.
Exactly, as motivation,
to be Chelsea Brentford. Another fixture we say they look very, very juicy. If you're a Blues fan or you get Blues assets.
I mean, Chelsea they go good run of form now. Their coach they just nominate their coach too for manager of the month for last month. So definitely, they don't despite the whole crisis, they don't allow me affect their performances on pitch. So now in that game we supposed they look at picking 1 or 2 players for them, and the fact that they home, so a good one.
And Rhys James is back. Kai Havertz is scoring.
Whoa, Havertz on fire, man. Yeah, he scored for Germany again during international break.
I think Kai now one of the players I did very excited to have signed for my team. Like all those times they score goals and I was like, go Kai. Now one of them. Another people they inform right now Tottenham Hotspur, and then they play another team where they inform, even though they lose their last game, Newcastle. How this will go to pan out, and which of the assets will they look to bring in for our team?
So for Newcastle now, they don't lose their last 2 matches. They lost against Chelsea, lost against who they even follow play before. I think it was Everton.
We then score them late.
So they don't lose their last 2 matches. So we don't know if it's time to bounce back or for them to continue that poor run of form. For Tottenham, they don't, after that win against West Ham, I think they don't give them that ginger. Say, this top 4, if you still make them, at this point. So, the day at home too, they win the first leg, the reverse fixture. So they expect that Tottenham go peep this one. So of course there are good options there where if you pick from Tottenham.
So if they want to sign a Tottenham player aside from the Son and the Kane, who you think say will go?
Dejan
Kulusevski. I want to talk and say,
Baba they hot.
If I say that guy just come everybody,
Baba they hot. 2 goals, 5 assists. No, it's too they hot.
One of the things if you happen to be as a player now, say when your first game a big game and then you can't perform and score goal, man, the confidence is just plenty. Since that time against Man City, man, you ever say the guy now.
Man's on fire, man. Man's on.
Make we continue. Double game fixtures. We don't touch them before briefly, but now we could look into them now. Everton and Burnley, now the 2 teams we get. Double games this weekend.
This is bad. This is bad. If you go actually resist anybody from these 2, I feel we should go with Burnley, because they fight for their life right now, and they more compact than Everton at this point. So you can if they consider their goalkeeper. I mean, even though these fixtures where they see now, Man City and Everton. But I mean, if you consider that keeper Nick Pope, one of the best keepers in the league this season. Yes, they're striker too. Last, the guy go try also get 1 or 2 goals, because they get good run of fixture. Leading to the end,
and they fight for
their. I know when it comes to fighting for survival, and at that time we could see surprise results, shocking 1-0, 2-1, and that kind of thing. So definitely, Nick Pope and Vegas are players we could consider from this.
How about this guy, Dwight McNeil?
Not this season.
So not Dwight McNeil. Okay. No, Everton call more look our striker DCL.
I beg. There was a time where if you don't get this here for your team, you don't know what they do. Oh, now, man, no, at all.
So Vegas did an option for you if they think of Burnley assets to bring into your team. Vegas did there. I like Josh Brown here. I don't know, for some reason, I just 4.0. That just to fill space. And sometimes in the cheapest or kind small. You get what time I get that for my team, so nobody play. That my second substitute for my bench. And the one player no can't play. The other one said we did the first no play. So they can't bring me. And he scored for that game. I was like, oh wow. Wow. Very shocking. If it be you too, just try and get those people in. Players when they're available and players when they're available. Ramsdale, 50% chance of not playing. Even there's red card already, straight red, and second yellow card. That yellow card. Sometimes I think say maybe their feet recall them back.
The one we collect against.
The one we collect against this thing.
Now stupid yellow card. Normally, I think that's the second red card this season. So why head your hot man? Maybe they calm down.
Trent for 6.8, they're available.
You go even come out some kind of load for your defense if you want to sell him. But I don't think it's advisable to sell him. It's possible he comes back this game or the next game. See Liverpool always hot. So just keep him for bench. Use any other person manage. If you don't get any other person different type, you can go come back by next week if you don't play this weekend.
So now the advice be that take it from Olamide. Now we'll go to the players who then transfer in and the ones who then transfer out. The most transferred in and the most transferred out. Another surprise, say Robertson and Kai Havertz now they top this list.
Yeah.
What do you feel now for all these people who then they listed now to be the most transferred in players this weekend?
So I can say I'm not surprised to Robertson. I mean, he starts slowly, but don't they pick up small. 10 assists. One of the three we get 10 plus assists for Liverpool. Havertz, mad run of form, man. Mad run of form.
Lukaku
you don't get 33 points in 3 games. 33 FPL points in 3 games. And for those 3, in last 3 games, you don't get double digits. You got to consider him, and definitely, is without doubt, in the start against Brentford.
Sure.
You get Saka, way CFD on a very mad run. Salah don't slow down with beats. They give us that 2 goals what they expect and that kind of thing. But that's the person where you always consider. So it makes sense that they transfer him in. And they also get good fixture. They're running
their run is good.
Exactly. And they face Watford again this weekend. Will be a relegation team on the norms. Then Kane, yes. Fire, man. The guy's a tiger, definitely.
Kane look like sometimes they be like and other time you go be like, okay, I want to do assist, I want to score, I want to do everything.
So he's not getting you goals, he's getting your assist. I'm on a good option. Him and Son, good option.
Very good option. More look at the most transferred out players. No surprising. The always surprise me past now. Philippe Coutinho did for this list of the most transferred out player.
I mean, just a couple weeks ago, it was on the list of most transferred in. People don't sharply turn their back.
You tide can turn for you quickly, but anybody can collect transfer out.
So man, I mean, because of the last 2 games where you never to do anything, and why people transfer them out is understandable.
So we get it for Trent. Obviously, is injured. Jimenez, Bowen injured. But Coutinho, you guys are wicked. Come on, give him a break. Hey. Coutinho, I beg, just give him at least patience. Sometimes a patient dog. I'm gonna talk the rest. So that's all we go do. But then before we come out, make we look into the captain picks for this week. We don't see all the fixtures with it. We don't see all the people get sweet fixtures. Who you go captain if you want to go? I know say the obvious choice for captainship now Mo Salah because they play Watford and they are home now. Anfield and they. But now this time I want to move away from that. The obvious choice to differential captain. Which differential captain you go give your armband? Who you go give your armband differentially? If not be the Mo Salahs or the Hurricanes.
I'll just go with Kai Havertz.
Thank you very much. You're a good person.
I'll just go with Kai Havertz, man.
That choice now out of my head.
I mean, this run of form, man, he just
crazy.
Mad, and he's playing so well. He's giving assists while also scoring. You get one of the two. Not to forget, say even for weekend for in country for Germany, he also score. Bang. So definitely, man, he go one continue. And he's a standard in the stats, and they play against Brentford for home. So you expect nothing less than a win. So. Yes.
Simple advice from us. In case you look say maybe Mo Salah might not be it. Maybe I should not go for Hurricane. And you won't go for somebody else. We advise choose Kai Havertz today.
7.9 million.
7.9 million, very cheap, no brainer. And they scored, they do assist. They play centre forward now because Lukaku they relegated to the bench. You guys know if you make Lukaku make team.
And for people in the league, many people get them. So now why you mean differential?
Differential, exactly. So
you don't pass anybody way.
Whichever way, we don't give you our advice. We can only tell you what to do. Now you go do the rest by yourself. This is not see the FPL by the Republican. And idea with Olamide. I will not give everything we're supposed to know. Follow us, share our videos. Also, tell us what you want, what you need. One day, if it be you, we go sit down for here with us. They follow, discuss all these things one by each. And for now, my name is Life Jacobs. I don't try. Now, bye-bye, be that.
Football Republic.